Okay. Sorry about being a little bit late here. So we just put a story up. It's kind of interesting. Charlie Sheen is doing really well. And, you know, there's a certain amount of BS whenever you deal with a lot of stars. But on this one, we've dealt with enough people, and there's some... I can tell you he's doing really well in rehab.
Good.
But the most promising part of that is he's so into this rehab that he's going to start... We broke this story a couple of weeks ago that what they were doing with 2.5 Men was they were going down, and then they were going to come back next week.
There was a break.
And then they were coming back next week, and they were going to shoot the final 4 episodes. So they are going to do that. They're going to shoot... He has to show up on the set next Tuesday, a week from today. And then he has to be in Aspen on Monday for his felony arraignment. So what he's going to do is he's going to stay in rehab until Monday morning. He's going to fly to Aspen Monday morning to be there for the arraignment, come back, stay at rehab Monday night here, and then go to the set on Tuesday. And then when he goes to the set beginning Tuesday, he's going to go back to rehab every night. So he's really taking this thing.
Kind of like an outpatient, but sleep there.
It's kind of like an outpatient, but sleep there.
That's great.
And so I mean, I thought that was kind of.
He doesn't have to. He's got houses and money.
No, it's a ray of hope there. So that's really good. Second thing I want to talk about is I'm just into this whole lunch thing now.
What you're eating for lunch?
Well, it's not so much that. It's like yesterday. We went to this place in the Roosevelt Hotel, or we had them delivered here, right?
25 degrees.
So it was unbelievable hamburgers. But so today we get a picture. God, I wish we could put this up. Do we have pictures? Did we put the picture of Sandra Bullock and Jesse James up? I think we did on the site. So Sandra Bullock and Jesse, it's on the show tonight. They go to they went to Cisco Burger, which is Jesse James' restaurant, his burger joint in Long Beach, and that's what she said she was going to do for the day after or 2 days after the Oscars.
Oscar meal.
And so we got a shot of them going over. Can I just say, okay, first of all, Sandra Bullock went to Cisco's. That's because Sandra Bullock is a smart woman.
And she owns it with her husband.
Well, and also she's a smart woman because she knows
good
where
advertising.
No, I'm not talking about that. She knows where to get a good burger.
Oh, you're saying she knew where to get the best burger?
I'm saying Jesse James burgers are awesome.
Wait a minute, wait. You don't eat burgers.
No, veggie burger. A veggie burger is a burger.
It's so confusing.
A veggie burger is a burger.
Wait a minute.
Why do they?
So bad.
Jesse James has vegan burgers at Cisco Burger? There's no way.
I had a vegan burger at that place.
At Cisco?
Unbelievable.
I think they're famous for like their breakfast burritos with bacon and sausage.
I am telling you, it was.
So they do have is it a vegan or is it different?
It's a veggie burger, and it is unbelievable. It is unbelievable.
Now, you got it all the way from Long Beach?
They
had other ones?
And it traveled.
Well, you said 25 degrees travels. That's like across the street.
That's across the street.
Long Beach is like 30 minutes.
30 miles.
Yeah.
And it traveled.
Really?
It was awesome.
Now, do you do fries? Can you eat fries?
I can, but I don't eat them a lot, but I sometimes do. But it was...
Bomb.
So Sandra Bullock's a smart woman. I mean, it was an awesome burger.
Now, does Sandra Bullock eat meat, I wonder?
I don't know.
That's what I want to know.
Yeah, but if she doesn't eat meat...
Double cheeseburger with bacon.
Dude, let me tell you something. I've eaten, plenty of burgers in my day.
Yeah.
And these veggie burgers are every bit as good. They're awesome. Really? I'm telling you, they're awesome.
I'm not that far away from there. I might go try one.
Oh, unbelievable. Okay, have you guys...
Alex's bar down there, too.
Which?
Alex's bar.
Alex's bar? In Long Beach?
Long Beach.
I'm talking about Saturday morning lunch. He's all hit the bar while you're down there.
Alex is
only Max drinks at noon on Saturdays.
Okay, why didn't the Tiger defense work in the Letterman case? What an interesting point I think they're making. You can take it.
Well, first of all, what Halderman did was go to Letterman. Well, first of all, he went to his car, and then he tried to basically extort him, and he's now pled to something similar to that. He pled down from the extortion, but
he's basically...
The point is, he's basically admitting that he did what he did, and the point is that he went to Letterman and said, pay me money and I won't put this information out, basically.
Okay, what's the difference? So, explain the difference between Rachel Ucatel's case and Haldeman's case.
It's very similar, but basically what Rachel did was get a lawyer and have that lawyer go to Tiger's lawyer and let them discuss it, and if you have a good lawyer buffering you, you can kind of tap dance on the line of extortion.
Okay, and for the hard of hearing, What's the difference between that and David Letterman's case?
It's very similar. There's not much difference.
I'm going to
good lawyer.
I'm going to hold a press conference in 48 and in 6 hours. But if we negotiate a deal, we'll sign a confidentiality agreement.
Still sort of borderline extortion.
And Haldeman saying,
that's not much different from that.
And Haldeman saying, "Oh, I got the script here, right?"
Yeah, but see, Rachel was going, "I got all these text messages here, right?" I mean, it's very similar.
I'm just saying it's a slippery slope.
Well, that's why you're wanting me to answer, but there's really not an answer.
I'm just raising an issue.
It's very similar.
Does Lindsay Lohan really have a case against E-Trade? Are you kidding me?
I can't believe that she's suing. And for $100 million.
$100 million she's suing for.
I mean...
This case.
No, but here's the best part of that story. So, Lindsay, you guys know the story. Lindsay Lohan sued E-Trade because the commercial in the Super Bowl where the girl on the Milkaholic commercial says her name's Lindsay, or he says her name's Lindsay. And Lindsay Lohan really thinks, and I don't know what kind of warped mentality she's in right now, that her name, Lindsay, is like saying Oprah or Madonna. It's a one word, one name, obvious trademark that if the name Lindsay, first thing you think of is Lindsay Lohan. And I don't.
Well, maybe, but here's the thing. It was a spoof on Lindsay.
Was it though?
Of course it was.
100% spoof on Lindsay Lohan.
100% spoof on Lindsay Lohan.
You think? I watched it twice. I never got that vibe.
It was a spoof.
It was totally a spoof on Lindsay. But it's like, really, you can sue for?
But if there's reasonable doubt.
It was parody, but it was totally Lindsay.
How much money did she get off the lawsuit?
Zero.
Negative $350,000 for paying for the legal bills.
Was the cop asking for Ben's DNA? Does that mean that they would have something from the girl to tie it to?
I can tell you 100% that they were looking for hard evidence in the bathroom at the club. Normally, if this is a sexual assault investigation, if there's any allegation of rape, it's something that they will normally do. They ask for it. Now, he doesn't have to give it up depending on what's going on in the investigation, but they'll always ask for it. If there's some sort of sexual assault and it has to do with any kind of bodily functions, they're going to ask for DNA.
If Dennis Hopper removes Victoria from his will and states that she must leave the compound, does the court system have to agree? Well, the prenup is what makes her leave the compound, because the prenup says that 60 days after either of them files for divorce, she has to go. So March 15th is D-Day for her. She's making a technical argument that she's in a unit that's different from the one that says she has to leave if they get divorced. We will see what happens, but the prenup controls, not the judge. As for him changing the will, he's allowed to change the will as long as he's of sound mind. Is there something in California state law that states a property needs to be contiguous or semi-attached? I don't understand what that is.
It's probably they're talking about Hopper.
Oh.
Because what she's saying is the address is 326 something, and it's not, there's a difference in address even though it's a compound.
I mean, a lot of times judges will look at the spirit of the agreement, but sometimes, it's a complicated thing because there's also a rule of law. It's called a rule of construction in the law, actually, which means that the person who drafts a contract, if there's an ambiguity, it's interpreted against them. So if Dennis Hopper's lawyers drafted that agreement, if there's an ambiguity, it would be interpreted against him most favorably toward her, if that's indeed the way it happened. So
if they made the mistake,
if they made the mistake, it would be interpreted against them unless there's just a common sense kind of explanation.
Well, and I can tell you for sure that in this divorce, both sides, the lawyers, are very good. And that's what's part of the issue going on here is every technicality is going to be brought up in this divorce.
God, I'm becoming a food critic here. Since you became a pescatarian, where have you found the best place to get a fish taco is in Los Angeles?
Good question.
There is this place called BP, it's Blue Plate, and it's in Santa Monica, and there are two of them in Santa Monica. Oh my God.
Blue Plate, it's called.
Awesome fish tacos. I'm telling you.